all. This is Elena's record reviews, or just reviews in general. And today we're going to review Blonde on Blonde by Bob Dylan. This is my first Bob Dylan album I bought, and it set precedence for all the rest of them because it has to be my favorite album. Not of all time, but it is like my favorite Bob Dylan album. It's perhaps one of his much more popular albums. It was like, this came out in '66, and right after that he was like, what's the word? He got in a motorcycle accident, and he wasn't doing music for a little bit. And I have yet to get the rest of the albums from the '60s, like later on or earlier. I've gotten some, but I haven't gotten them all, and not in hard copy anyway. I haven't. I'm looking for them, but I've gotten Freewheeling Bob Dylan on vinyl. I think I got not Subterranean Views, bringing it all back home on vinyl too. And I think I got something else on vinyl. So I've gotten a few on vinyl, but Blonde on Blonde is all over the place. It's definitely an album I'll have to listen to while high, since I don't do that anymore. I don't know if that would actually help me, but it didn't help me. It didn't hinder or remove my feeling of the songs. Not being high, I don't know what I'm saying. But what I'm trying to say is that it's a kind of a feeling this album gives me. How do I begin to explain this album? I don't know a lot about the history of it. I probably should, but I never finished reading his autobiography because it was bone dry. The only songs on this album that I would really say I don't like that much would probably be the faster ones. I don't mean to say that, but like Absolutely Sweet Marie, or obviously Five Believers. But see, the thing about Dylan is I'm not really ever too sure what he's talking about, and his lyrics are so cryptic that it leaves room for anybody to interpret what he's saying, which is great, because I think you should do that. As an artist, you should do that. It shouldn't be just a set meaning to your song. I think everybody should interpret it the way it wants to. And you can, but I mean, you can't really. If your song is just like, I want to do it and do it and do it and do it, like that Black Eyed Peas song, you can't interpret it any other way, unless no, you can't interpret it really any other way except for he just wants to do it, just dance or whatever, get drunk or something. But these songs can be interpreted in so many ways. Like I Want You, at first it could seem like it's just a song about this guy who wants a girl, but like everybody's really against him, and he himself is against it. Matter of fact, I think that's could be just what it's about. But I think it's like he wants her, but I think he knows he's not like cut out for like being with her, so he's just like, I want you, but not really, kind of crazy and stuff. One thing about this album is that people do say, and this is a complaint about Bob Dylan, is that his background music is all the same. It's simple. He's no virtuoso. That's not him at all. And he's still, even with his electric instruments, he's still pretty folk. And it's not gonna be anything different, but I don't know what it is about him. I don't know if it's just his voice, or if it's that he actually believes what he's saying. I don't know, but every song has I didn't even do that. That's weird. But every song has a great amount of emotion applied to it. I still didn't mean to do that again. Every song has a great bit of emotion to it. Like the last song, Sad Eyed Lady of the Lowlands, was supposed to be about Sarah Lounge, who was his wife for a good amount of time. I feel like it starts off, the whole song's slow. It's 11 minutes long. It starts off with like, he's saying the words, and it's like it's a steady beat, but then I feel like it builds up to something. It's just building and building and building and layering and layering and layering. It's great production. I say that. The sound on there is really great. I can hear everything. You know, it's clear. It's not muddy. It's not. It's wasted far away. It's right up into my ears. You know, that's something that you critique albums for. It's got great production. But I just like the way he builds songs. Like they don't just. I never sit there waiting for a song to end. Not anything. Even when they had that particularly long harmonica solo on the end of fourth time around, which, if you didn't know, is a response to Norwegian Wood by the Beatles. But there's some long songs on here. It's about them. There's the mentioned Sad Lady of Lowlands, Vision to Johanna, which I haven't listened to that much, and Stuck Inside of Mobile with the Memphis Blues again. Oh my gosh, I really like that song. It reminds me of a friend of mine. When he got high, he likes Bob Dylan a lot. He's the only person I know who really digs him as much as I do. But he just called Bob Dylan B Dylan, and he went to listen to the song Stuck Inside a Mobile with the Memphis Blues again. I just think of him, and every time I hear that song, it makes me happy. It's just like if it reminds me of some song with like I don't know. If it just reminds you like being in like a big van with a whole bunch of people and you're going somewhere but you're not really sure, and like it's all this stuff going on around you. There's a band, like actual like horns and stuff. It's just people who don't know where they're going. It's a whole lot of things going on at once, and you're just going somewhere and you just don't even know. That's what that song's about to me. I know it's not, but it is. Then you got number 7, which actually makes me laugh. Leopard skin pillbox hat. I think it says what's the part? Well, you know, its balance is like. I gotta find the lyrics to that song. That one. Is there lyrics in here? Probably not. I don't remember him ever doing that. There are no lyrics. But it's like something like, you know, what balances like if like a mattress balances like a mattress balances on a glass of wine. I don't know the name of that. I keep saying I'm like Rainy Day Women 13 and 35. I think it's like that's a song you kinda gotta grow into, because when I first listened to it, I was like, what? A lot of songs are actually kind of songs you gotta grow into, because at the beginning I didn't listen to many songs on this album. I didn't think it was that good, but then I listened to it more and more. I was like, oh wait, this is genius. It's a song you gotta grow into. You just have to grow up a little bit to listen to it. Just like with any album. Well, not any album. Some albums are pretty easy to get into, but some are harder than others. And I think that just because they're harder doesn't mean they're worse. I think that means they have prize inside that you need to grow up to figure out. So maybe you need to grow up a little bit to listen to this. I think you do. I don't see what him being cryptic, or, you know, if you don't know what the hell he's saying, I think you should listen a little bit more. You might find out that he does know what he's saying. And that's the one thing I have to say for people who detract Bob Dylan based on the fact that they don't understand what he's saying. I think you need to, you know, open your ears and your eyes a little bit, and you'll figure out that he does know what he's saying more than you do. So that's what I have to say about Bob Dylan. Blonde on Blonde, it's a great album. You should definitely buy it. I don't know if it should be your first. I think you should buy a couple of early ones first, and then see, you know, how maybe you'll be just as shocked at anyone else about him turning to electric. But it's great. I recommend it 100%.